Hi guys, this is Mage from Low Expectations, and today I'm going to be bringing you our Fire Mage guide. So to start with, in our level 15 row, we're going to be wanting to take Searing Touch. This essentially gives us an execute phase on any targets below 30% health. On our level 25 row, we're going to want to take Shimmer. This is going to help us with any sort of heavy movement phases or any difficult mechanics that you have to deal with in a raid or Mythic Plus environment. It gives us also an extra charge on our Blink spell. On our level 30 row, we're going to take Rune of Power. This is to generate as much damage as possible during those short burst windows in Combustion, and Flame On to help generate more Pyroblast during Combustion, and also to reduce the cooldown of Fire Blast. Level 40, we're going to take Frenetic Speed, and this ties in really well with Searing Touch to help us with movement during that execute phase. For level 45 row, we're typically going to take Conflagration for anything that's single target focused, or Flame Patch for anything that's on more than one target, or where you're going to have multiple enemies stood in one place for a long period of time. From our level 50 row, we're going to take Kindling, and this is going to help us to play that Minute Mage playstyle and reduce the cooldown of Combustion every time our Fire Blast, our Pyroblast, or our Fireball crits on a target. When it comes to Covenants, Soulbinds and Conduits, I'd recommend going with the Night Fae Covenant because it gives you access to Shifting Power, which is a Covenant ability that reduces the cooldown of all of your mage abilities by 10 seconds over its channel duration. And this pairs extremely well with the Discipline of the Grove Conduit that, again scaling with item level, reduces your mage cooldowns even further. However, the main potency that we'll use in all scenarios is Infernal Cascade, and what this does is that whilst Combustion is active, your Fire Blast will grant you increased fire damage scaling with item level for 5 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. This is amazing for those Combustion windows, dealing as much damage as possible. At the moment with Soulbinds, I'd recommend going with Dreamweaver because she gives you access currently to 2 potency conduits. No other Soulbinds currently offers that. However, this may change later in the game when we have access to more Soulbinds and lower tiers, once we access some of those other second potency conduits that they have to offer. I'd always recommend simming yourself in Simcraft to find out which option is best for you. So when it comes to Legendaries, there's really only one option for a Fire Mage, and that's the Fevered Incantation Legendary power that drops from the world boss, Aranemonis. This is going to give us increased critical strike damage up to a maximum of 15% for every critical strike that we deal consecutively. This is going to be crafted on either a helmet or a belt piece, and it can be crafted really on any piece that's the biggest upgrade for you at the time. It doesn't matter, because by the time it comes to worrying about heavy optimization, you're probably going to have enough soul ash to craft whichever piece you want anyway. So when it comes to your single target rotation, you want to open with Fireball, cast Combustion during the cast, and 2 casts of Fire Blast to get the most effect from your Infernal Cascade conduit. Cast 2 casts of Pyroblast, and then continue your usual rotation as you would, alternating between Phoenix Flames and Fire Blast, using Fire Blast when Infernal Cascade is about to fall off. When you run out of charges of both of these abilities, you can use Scorch or Dragon's Breath depending on how long is left in your Combustion window. As soon as you finish that Combustion window, you're going to want to drop down a Rune of Power and then immediately use your Shifting Power ability to reduce the cooldown on all of those abilities you've just used. You can then tag up to a Hot Streak using 2 Fire Blast charges and then use that as soon as that Shifting Power channel finishes. After that, your rotation is very simply going to be cast Fireball on targets with more than 30% health and Scorch on targets with less than 30% health. Convert those heating ups into hot streaks using Fire Blast charges, except for when there's less than 24 seconds to go until your next Combustion window, as we want to make sure that we have all of our charges of Phoenix Flames and Fire Blasts ready and waiting to go in time for that next Combustion. Thanks for watching guys, that's all from me, and see you next time.